Hola colegas, hoy hablamos sobre dinero del mundo hispanohablante. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at money from the Spanish-speaking world. And it's not only used for buying things, but we can identify cultural elements that are important to these different places. And one aspect of culture can be the products, practices, and perspectives that a culture or group of people have. All right, vamos a empezar. All right, first up, we've got the United States dollar, or USD, and you might be familiar with this one. And we've got 4 countries or places that use the United States dollar, and let's take a look at a reason why. All right, so these places might use the US dollar for its stability, and it's also tied to our government as staple as well, which shows that some countries in Latin America have had unstable economies and frequent changes in governments. So we've got Puerto Rico, which is a Estado Libre Asociado con los Estados Unidos. It's a freely associated state of the United States. Ecuador, El Salvador, and Panama. And Panama also uses the Balboa, and they say that their Balboa is equal to $1 US at all times. And let's take a look at what some of these names might mean as well. Puerto Rico means rich port. Ecuador means equator. And El Salvador means the savior. All right, Panama usa la Balboa y USD. All right, so Balboa is named after Vasco Núñez Balboa, and he was a Spanish conquistador who crossed the Isthmus of Panama to reach the Pacific Ocean. España usa el euro dólar. There are 20 countries that use the euro dollar. Spain formerly used the peseta and changed to the euro in 2002 for its economic stability and to improve trade in the European Union. Mexico usa el peso mexicano nuevo. So this is called the new Mexican peso, and in the past they had just a regular peso, but they've changed a little bit. And so peso just means weight. It's kind of similar like in England they use the pound, which is a weight, and el peso means the weight, and pesar means to weigh. All right, here we've got the 200 peso note, which features Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz. She was a Catholic nun from the 1600s that was a genius that loved reading and learning. She began the feminist movement, and her most notable poem is Hombres Necios, which translates as foolish men. Guatemala usa el quetzal. The quetzal is a beautiful bird from Central America, and the Aztecs also had a god named Quetzalcoatl, which translates as the feathered serpent. Honduras usa la lempira. Lempira was a Native American leader that fought against the Spanish conquistadors in the 1600s. Nicaragua usa la Córdoba. The Nicaraguan Córdoba is named after the Spanish conquistador Francisco Hernández de Córdoba. Costa Rica usa el Colón. The Colón is named for the explorer Cristobal Colón, which translates as Christopher Columbus, and Costa Rica translates as rich coast. Cuba usa el peso cubano. Here we see 2 leaders of the Communist Revolution of 1959, Che Guevara and Fidel Castro. The importance of communist propaganda can be seen throughout Cuba and even on its money. República Dominicana usa el peso dominicano. The Maribel sisters opposed the dictatorship of Rafael Trujillo, and due to their clandestine activities, were assassinated. Policarpa Salavarieta was a Colombian revolutionary that was executed for her spying against the Spanish. Venezuela usa el Bolívar. The Bolivar of Venezuela is named after Simón Bolívar, who fought for the independence of many countries in South America. Peru usa el Nuevo Sol. El Nuevo Sol translates as the new sun. The top bill features José Abelardo Quiñones González, a Peruvian war pilot. The bottom bill features the lost city of the Inca, Machu Picchu. Bolivia usa el boliviano. Bolivia and the money the Bolivian are both named after Simón Bolívar, nicknamed El Libertador, or the Liberator, and would be considered the George Washington of South America. Paraguay usa el Guaraní. Guaraní is the type of money in Paraguay, the name of an indigenous group, and the name of their indigenous language. So Paraguay has two official languages, Guaraní and Spanish. Uruguay usa el peso uruguayo. Joaquín Torres Garcia is a Uruguayan artist and is considered the father of constructivism, which is featured on this 5 peso note. Chile usa el peso chileno. The 2000 peso Chilean note features Manuel Rodriguez, who fought for Chilean independence from Spain. Argentina usa el peso argentino. The 100,000 peso note features the former Argentinian president José Evaristo Uriburu. All right, gracias por ver. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you learned a little bit of the culture of the Spanish-speaking world, their products, practices, and perspectives from their different types of money.